Hello Stock Fox family, I'm Stock Fox and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing Amazon. Amazon just recently announced that it's going to be doing a 20-for-1 stock split. Now what exactly does that mean? Amazon is currently trading at around $3,000 a share. So what that means for you and me is that at that $3,000 range, you would own one share. After the split, you would own 20 shares. Now, you won't own 20 shares at $3,000. You own 20 shares at roughly around $150. Now, how does this work? Basically, you would take $3,000, which is basically where the stock is trading at right now if you bought one share, and you would divide that by 20, giving you $150. So that would be the stock price after the stock split. Now, you may be asking, why is Amazon currently doing this? Why would someone lower their stock price from $3,000 to $150? Well, one of the big reasons is that it wants to attract new investors. Those new investors, like me and you, retail investors, are who they're basically targeting. Now, what do they get out of it? Well, they get to grow their shareholder value in their company because it invites more people to come in and own the company. Right now at $3,000 as a share price, that's kind of steep for a lot of people to buy into Amazon right now. So even if you're sitting on the sidelines and you do like the company, you may be reserved because one, you may not have $3,000, and two, you may find that you can better allocate $3,000 for to something else, right? So let's kind of take a look here at some of the reasons why you would probably even want to own Amazon. So a few of those reasons would be advertising. Amazon, first of all, is a big company and they have their hands in a lot of things. Advertising is one of them. It is big business for them. Web services is another one. If you follow the electric vehicle market and you know the company Rivian, well, they're also basically involved with Rivian as well. So that's just to name a few of the reasons why Amazon is an attractive company. One of the other reasons that caught my attention is that Amazon also announced not only are they going to be doing a 20-for-1 stock split, but they will also be buying back $10 billion of stock in their own company. Well, that's a vote of confidence for someone like me who is looking to basically invest in Amazon. So when I see something like that right there, I got to be thinking like, man, I'm all in on this deal. If this company believes in itself enough, in the future that they believe that their stock is selling at such a discount that they're willing to buy back $10 billion of it, then they must know something. And I'll tell you what I know. I know that this is a great company and it's been a great company for a long time. So I say all of this to say this. So this leads me to two things here. One is that should you buy Amazon? And if you should you buy it before the split or should you buy it after the split? So those are two questions that are kind of looming out there right now. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. And saying that, anything that I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, sell, hold, or trade any asset. But my thoughts on it is that I'm looking to get into Amazon pre-split. Now, you says, okay, well, why would you do that? Because number one, I'll go ahead and say this, all right? And that is that getting in pre-split doesn't mean that buying the share is going to be worth any more than after the split. Okay, so that's not the reason why I would be buying. The reason why I'm going to be buying is that I'm hoping that when the stock does split, that basically those who can't afford to buy it at the $3,000 mark are going to be clamoring to get into it at the $150 price target that maybe they have in mind when the stock does split. So therefore, I want to catch that bounce and that wave as it goes up. But that being said, I'm not getting into Amazon or purchasing Amazon stock to day trade it, swing trade it. I'm buying it for the long haul. So I will become a long-term investor. It is something that I'll be certainly looking at, 5-10 years down the road to really be able to judge and determine whether or not it's going to be a good investment for myself. And I hope that basically you do the same. Let's dive right in here and let's take a look at an article here that basically talks about this particular announcement that the Amazon stock split. So I'm just going to take a quick look here and just sort of read to you very quickly here. I'm not going to read all of this. It says the news about Amazon stock split is already out as the board of directors of Amazon has approved a 20-for-1 common stock split as of March 9th of this year. Now, it says the annual meeting of shareholders, which is currently scheduled to take place on May the 25th of this year. All right, so each shareholder at the close of business on May the 27th, and again, that shareholder meeting is basically to approve all of these upcoming events around the common, around this particular stock split, as well as the purchasing or the buyback of the shares, okay, the $10 billion that I spoke of earlier. Now, it states each shareholder at the close of business on May 27th will have 19 additional shares, as I stated before, right? So when the stock splits, you own one share at $3,000, and now all of a sudden the price goes down, but the number of shares you have go up. Price goes down from 3,000 to 150, but the number of shares go from 1 to 20. Okay, so that's the trade-off. You're not worth any more money. All right, you own more shares, but you own for a lesser value. Okay, so it gives you an opportunity to kind of buy in at the lower level. Now, it states here that those additional shares, which basically will be reflected in their accounts on June 3rd. So on June 3rd, if indeed you buy pre-stock split, those additional shares will be reflected on June 3rd in your account. Now, trading is expected to begin on a split adjusted basis on June 6th. So you can begin actually trading the split on June 6th. So what I would like to know here is that I have a chart that I just brought up. If you're looking at this right here, when I speak of $150, let's see what we would have to do here. And obviously on the screen, you see Amazon here trading currently at $29.47.33. So basically, the $3,000 was an example that I gave you, but if the stock were to split today, you would take that $2,947.33 and divide it by 20, and that would give you what the share price would be. Okay, so we're going to use the 150 mark because that's what we were, that's what we talked about here. So what I'm doing right here is that I'm trying to find exactly where that 150 mark would have been and when would that have taken place in order for us to have purchased Amazon when it was basically ascending some time ago. So I found it here on the chart. And if you're looking at it the way I'm looking at it here, you will see that we're looking at $148.32 here on the screen here. That's not $148.32 as of today. If you look right up underneath that, it'll show you the date, which is September the 17th of 2010. We would have to go all the way back to 2010 of September in order to purchase one share of Amazon at the price that we'll be purchasing it at as of June of this year. Okay, after the split. All right, so that's how far we would have to go. So the question I have to you is that now that you know what you didn't know then, what will you do? Because now you're getting a do-over on a stock that you've already seen how it's going to perform. And for me, I don't need a crystal ball to look into to see factually what has already occurred. And that is that this particular company seems to be a winner. And when I say a winner, if you look right up here, you will see that during the life of this particular company, since it's been trading, it basically has gained 170,000% since its inception. Okay, so we would have to go all the way back over here when the company first started trading, had $3.69 a share way back on September the 12th of 1997. Now, if any of you out there bought this stock for $3.69 back on September the 12th, 1997, please leave me a comment down below because I certainly want to have a conversation with you. Okay. Now, you won't be able to buy this particular company for $3.69 a share because if I had that opportunity to do all over again, I'd sell my home, I sell my car. There's no telling what I'd do. I'd be working 10 different jobs to buy as many shares as I could. But I didn't know. Okay. I didn't know of Amazon back then. And we certainly had no idea that a $3.69 stock would somehow elevate itself to lend returns of over 170,000% in returns. We would be some very wealthy individuals if we had bought the stock at that time frame. Okay, so again, this right here, I believe, is a real opportunity to basically get involved with a good company that I believe have some long-term growth here. Let's take a look and see what some of the analysts out there are saying about this particular company as we move over here to tip ranks. Now, there's 33 analysts here that have rated this company, and I don't have to point this out to you. Strong buy all the way around. So everybody out there, mostly all of the analysts believe that this is going to be a winner, especially for the retail investors. Now, right now, they're saying that there's an upside here of almost 42% from where the stock is right now, which will put you around $4,192. As we look over here, we'll see a high here. I'm sorry, a low of around 3,600 and an average medium of 4,192 which is where they're putting the stock at to $5,000 is where they're basically rating this particular stock. But again, the stock right now is currently listed as a strong buy, which in my opinion is right on the money. I do certainly think that this is a great opportunity for everyone to basically get involved with this particular stock. Again, nothing I say is a suggestion for you to buy, sell, hold, or trade at this time. Just my personal opinions there. I do believe that Amazon is going to basically be a real growth winner, in the future here. So please let me know what your thoughts and what your comments are. Are your intentions to purchase Amazon, and are you looking to get into Amazon prior to the split date? Or are you going to wait basically and wait for after the split and buy it at a much lower price point? So I'd like to know what your comments are. I'd like to know what your thinking are in the comment section down below. If you got anything out of this video at all, please do like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.